On this episode, my daughter Keara and I are back in California, visiting San Francisco, and then picking up our camper van at Lost Campers in San Francisco, heading directly to Yosemite National Park, spending some time there, and then directly to Highway 1, the coastal drive in California, one of the world's most picturesque drives. Join us as we take an epic adventure in California.
And their eyes told me stories that were unfinished.
Fisherman's Wharf on the northern waterfront is one of the city's busiest tourist areas. Souvenir shops, tons of places to eat, and great views of the Golden Gate Bridge and Alcatraz. There's also a colony of sea lions you can watch. Tons to do, highly recommended if you're visiting California, no matter what your plan is for your visit. We decided to walk around half of San Francisco and visit the Golden Gate Bridge. Back and forth. A long walk, but most certainly worth it. So here we are walking across the Golden Gate Bridge. Anyone who's watched any of the shows, my shows, know that I'm terrified of heights. It's windy up here. You can actually feel the bridge moving a bit here, but it's an incredible view. Check it out.
From Lost Campers. So here is our kitchenette area of our Sierra vans. So over here you have your jumper cables, tire changing accessories, 2 burners propane stove, and your water tank. Clean water in the back, wastewater in the front. It's not for drinking, there's just hand washing, dishwashing. Oh, this right here is our reservation. So just if you have like general questions like, hey, I'm caught up in traffic on that Friday, afternoon? Yeah, let us know. How we'd like our vehicle returned, that reminder of no smoking of any plant material and no off-roading.
We are now getting provisions for our camping, delicately selecting our needs, which we will visit this as well, one of these. Wild Californian highways, zigzag everywhere. It's crazy. And then we're going back down there. We have made it to Yosemite Valley. Here, a big reveal in our uninteresting place. Oh, whoa, where are we? That is El Capitan and Aptold in the background. Here we are at Yosemite Park. Keara is cooking up our first scoff. In our camper van from Lost Campers. So far, the experience with Lost Campers has been absolutely fantastic. Pretty cool little setup with this van. So here we go. We're just in the parking lot of the visitor center of Yosemite. Around us in the valley are the hills. And I'm just making a little coffee in the back of Joyce. If you're asking what Joyce is, that's the name of this van. This is where we slept last night and we'll sleep for the next few nights. Current mood, chillaxed. Trying to exit the Yosemite Valley National Park, but it's really tough because you stop every 5 minutes. Every turn is an amazing view. After spending some time at Yosemite National Park, we headed westward to the coast. Highway 1, the Pacific Coast Highway, Big Sur, Kirks Creek campground for a couple of nights. As you can see, the views and the vistas are unbelievable. One of the drives that you must do if you ever travel, especially if you're in California. If you haven't done it, it's a must. We are on the coast of California, Big Sur. There's our little van named Joyce, Lost Campers. Keara is cooking up another fantastic meal. We've got our fire going, spending a night in the Big Sur. What do you got cooking? What's on the menu tonight, Keara?
Sausages.
Look at that. Oh, Keara's just Chef Boyardee in here. Look at that. I shouldn't have opened that second bottle of wine last night. I know. I can't control the wind though, unfortunately. Sorry. Hopefully it changes. What are your thoughts of the coastal drive so far?
Very nice.
You had to drive across the Bixby Bridge, I believe it was, because I was terrified of heights, and even worse when I'm really tired. So you drove across it. Good job. Oh, here we go. This is the masterpiece Keara made. Sausages with potatoes and onion. There is Joyce. We slept in our van the first night at the Big Sur on the coastal highway in California. This is what you're seeing when you wake up. We went to bed at 8 o'clock and woke up at 6. Keara was up at 5. Just making some coffee now. And we were going to drive down the coast, I think, and see what happens for the day.
Coastal Pacific Highway number 1 in California is just about 656 miles north to south or south to north, depending which way you're coming. That means you can either go from San Francisco to LA or reverse. Now, I would suggest perhaps taking more than one day to do this. In fact, I've done this a few times and driven portions of the coast, and I'm not sure how you would really actually be able to do it in one day. Definitely take a few days because it is certainly worth the trip, and you're going to want to stop every 10 or 15 minutes because around every turn is something marvelous. Now, where we stayed, the Big Sur, keep in mind that there's not a lot of cell service or restaurants in the area, so you might have to blast right through there, but there's lots of gas stations and places to stay throughout most of the trek. One of the most spectacular drives in the world.
As a warning to all those who live in Scotland, don't try for your freedom again.
Second night at Kirks Creek, Big Sur, Highway 1, California. Wicked day on the coast. We're waiting for sundown, wherever it is. Just enjoying ourselves. Kirks Creek, Big Sur, wildlife abound. Look at how they coexist together, these two fine, small, furry critters. We got a chippy and a little bunny. Nice. Hamburgers are ready. Scoff time. Fire's going. Joyce is all set. Coast is getting clear and cool and quiet. End of night. See you in the morning from California. Here, morning 3, northbound on the coastal highway, California, heading north. We're not sure where it's going to take us, but we're going to go anyway. Beautiful vista shot. There's a bridge right there that's not one I'm scared to drive across. But
So on this trip, most of our itinerary was not booked. We had 2 nights booked in Big Sur, as you saw at Kirks Creek Campground. But the rest of the time, we just drove around and found our spots as we went, living like real hippies in California. Our last night, I stumbled across a gem just south of San Francisco, Big Basin Redwoods State Park. Coming from the east coast of Canada, we have tons of trees, but nothing the size of these. They're not quite as big as the Sequoia trees, but as tall and equally as majestical.
redwood trees. Some of them can live up to 2,000 years old. The bark is about a foot thick at some points, and we're about to see the oldest one in the park.
spoke, your eyes took control of our lives. And the moment that we met you was the first time we cried as one. Our voices heard together for the first time. No one really knew for sure what you'd be, what you'd look like, or what you'd be in life. To me, you're like a princess. Others see you differently. It all makes no difference to me. You don't have to be afraid, girl, to show us.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this clip of us traveling to California 2020. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and give us a comment about your travels to California or anywhere else. Cheers, everyone.
Your character's undeniable. Your looks are irresistible. I knew I met you in a dream. Long before you were real, I know you were meant to be. Now that's truly destiny. Your mother is a gift from God and can teach us all. Well, me, I can make you laugh. And I cry thinking about you